my question is, why do you think that Battle Royale games are so popular? You have Fortnite, PUBG, Black Ops 4 now has Blackout, and Paladins has Realms Royale. And I know at the PC conference at E3, they announced like 4 to 5 more Battle Royale games. So why do you think that they're so popular? And thank you for putting me onto Hero Academia.
All right, thanks for the question. And also, no problem with the My Hero Academia suggestion, man. That's what it's all about. We got to spread the knowledge. We got to start a movement, man. We got to stop letting your friends watch shitty anime movement. Let's put them onto something good. They need to stop watching Dragon Ball and watch something else. God damn it. Anyways, moving on to what he asked. He basically asked, why is Battle Royale games so popular? And in my opinion, the reason they're so popular is because it appeals to the lowest common denominator. Now, if you don't know what that sentence means, that statement, the appeals to the lowest common denominator, basically it means it appeals to stupid people. Not stupid people, but it appeals to simple people, which means it has mass appeal. It appeals to casual people. Battle Royale games are very easy to digest. 100 people ride in on a bus, on a flight. They drop down, they shoot it out, and the last person wins. Last man standing wins. That is very easy to understand. Versus a game like a MOBA. If you stream League of Legends, if someone's new to League of Legends, they'll come to your stream and they'll be like, well, what is this character you're doing? Oh, I'm a tank. Somebody's never been familiar with MOBAs. They just heard about League of Legends. They'll be like, what's a tank? And why are you attacking that tower? And what's the jungle for? Like, there's so many different like facets to the gameplay, and maybe it's just easier to digest. Basically, there's less complexity to a Battle Royale game. Not only that, Battle Royale games are great to stream because it makes it easy to interact with your audience. Often when you play a game like what's another, I don't know, like League of Legends, I'm just gonna use that as another example. It can be hard to chat with your team because you got to constantly be paying attention to what's going on in the game. The only real time you can maybe take a break is when you go back to base and you buy new items to upgrade your characters. But even still, that's a quick look at the chat. You constantly got to be defending your lane while pushing your lane. And at any moment, you could get ganked if you ain't paying attention. Like, it always seems like when you're streaming, that moment you look at over at your chat is when your ass get ganked, and then they call you trash when you're trying to interact with your... Streaming is harder than people think, okay? If you're trying to be a good streamer, at least, because you want to interact with your chat, you want to be entertaining, and you want to try to be as good as possible at the game, if you can. You want to get that trifecta. If you can get that trifecta, that's how you blow the fuck up. But yeah, back to the Battle Royale. It's easy to digest. Also, it's easy to talk to your chat. With a Battle Royale, that's also why I think Rainbow Six Siege is not a Battle Royale game, but that's a good game to stream, in my opinion, because it's easy to talk to your chat. Any game where it's easy to talk to your chat, it makes it a great game. So in a Battle Royale game, let's say you're playing squads, right? You're playing with your friends. It's 4 of y'all. And there's, I don't know, 70 people left, 70, 80 people left. You're still early into the game and you end up dying, but your 3 friends are still there. You have to watch it. You now have to spectate your 3 friends until they die. Guess what you can do while you're spectating your friends? You can talk to your chat. That's what makes Battle Royale games. It's the interactivity. Same thing with Rainbow Six Siege. If you play Rainbow Six Siege, you don't want to be talking over your friends because you need to hear footsteps and sound cues and stuff like that, but you can mute your Discord and then just talk to your chat if you don't want to feed information and be a bad teammate. But in my opinion, that's what makes it hit a formula that works for streaming. And anytime a big streamer plays a game, or a big YouTuber, people are follow the leader. If the big YouTuber says it's fire, the big streamer says it's fire, a lot of people are going to just go buy it off the fact that they recommended it. That's why you see a lot of game publishers and developers sending free codes to people like me or anybody else that has some type of influence, because if they co-sign it, their audience, a portion of their audience is just going to go buy it because they trust their opinion. People, and this actually kind of intertwines with the whole IGN situation. I don't know if you guys know, but like, I don't know if you noticed, I mean, a lot of like articles that traditional media creates, and traditional media, I mean IGN, GameSpot, Polygon, Kotaku, fucking Forbes. Anytime there's a scandal with a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer, if you notice, those websites are always quick to write a negative article about them. But you notice they never write any positive articles. And do you know why? And it goes into what we're talking about right now. They're threatened by this new generation of content creators. We're cutting into their ad revenue because people rather watch someone like me, where they can actually just watch and see them play the game and see their live reactions, their honest reactions. It's just something about watching a live stream and them doing a blind playthrough and seeing their raw reaction versus something that's just very dry cut and paste, very formulaic. And so a lot of people like that. So that's why they're passing out codes for the battle royale game. So you have the influencers hopping onto it. You have it being able, the game's easy to talk to your chat to with, and then the game is also easy to digest in terms of the rules. It's a trifecta of a formula, and in my opinion, that's why battle royale games are so popular. Now, the problem with battle royale games is originally you had PUBG. Well, no, originally it was H1Z1. And then the guy who helped produce H1Z1, he broke off and created PUBG. His name is Player Unknown, Brandon Green. So then PUBG became popular, and then Fortnite. So now you have PUBG and Fortnite and PUBG that are super popular. And now you have all these other games, like you mentioned, they're coming into the fold. They want a piece of the pie. They got the Call of Duties, the Realm Royale, all the what's in the Islands of the Nine. There's so many battle royale games coming out. There's that one battle royale game where you have like 400 people in it. I forgot the name of it, but there's so many battle royale games coming out. Now the market is starting to become saturated, and I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. Are people going to get burned out on battle royale? I'm personally kind of burnt out on it. That's why I stopped streaming PUBG. I legitimately had a lot of fun playing PUBG when it first came out, but I got burnt out on it. I'm not a fan of Fortnite. It's not a bad game, but it's not for me. I just play that game for shits and giggles every once in a while, just to mess with people. But I'm curious to see how the saturation of the market is going to play out. But for me, just to answer your question, like going back to what we said, why Battle Royale is so popular, in my opinion, it's because they hit the trifecta of formula. It has the influencers on its side, the game's rules are easy to digest, and you're able to talk to your chat when you're streaming. That's just my opinion. All right, so we actually got one more question before we get out of the gaming section of the podcast, and this one comes from Neat, and he wants to talk about streaming and gaming, and here comes his question.